Welcome back. Now, this is going to be a great video topic tonight. How the narcissist change after becoming official in a relationship. Very good topic. Very, very good because they're all the same and it's something that a lot of you are going to relate to because a lot of you watching this video is probably involved with a narcissist at some point. You obviously became official at some point. You obviously ended at some point. So I'm going to give you guys a little insight into exactly what happens when this happens. Obviously, first you talk to this new person, and obviously you've never talked to them before because it's a new person, and it's seemingly going so well. Almost a little too well. To the point it's a little bit scary, but you just you don't think that way. You just think all of the good things. You think it's all fine and dandy. You feel connected to this person. You feel like they're a pretty healthy person. You feel like they're well spoken. You feel like everything's just going good. Wow, I think I actually might have found my person. This is really good. That's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel really good. But the only reason you're even feeling that way is because this narcissist is mirroring you. You're almost becoming, I don't know if I want to say in love with yourself, but just like we all want someone who has similar qualities in ourselves. So if a narcissist is so good at mirroring the same qualities, it lights up your world. It lights up your world. It's like, damn, they got all this, they do all this, they think this way, this is incredible. I finally found my person. That's just how you're gonna think. So at this exact moment, you're in danger. Because now it's a slow process all the way leading up to when you're actually going to become official. They're going to put on that act. They're going to mirror you the whole entire time. And you're about to see hell, my boy. I've seen it before. And any of you that are going to get involved in a situation like this, I'm going to tell you right now, you're about to see hell. And some of you guys have already seen it yourselves as well. They love bomb you so hard in the beginning that you just want to believe so bad that that's the person they are. You just want to believe it so bad. You don't want to believe otherwise. Even when you start to see even small red flags or medium-ish red flags, then you still don't want to believe that they're bad. You don't want to believe that they're actually that way. You just want to continue to believe the person you met for the first many months that you were talking with them like. You just want to believe that that's the person. And it's just simply not. So time's going to keep going on. Eventually you're going to become official in a relationship with a covert narcissist. And you think you're in for the best times of your life. You think you're in for growth. You think you're in for all this good stuff. Turns out you're in completely over your head, and you're in a world of hell. Because as soon as you become official in a relationship with a covert narcissist, that's when all the manipulation starts. That's when all of their bad, ugly behavior starts to come out, and it's overwhelming. You're being overwhelmed by it. It's intense, and you just can't even believe you're with this person. And you know what? Like, you might even see some red flags before you even become official. It's just like, it still can't erase all the good that happened in the first many months. Like, you've already been through all that stuff. You've talked to them so many times. Like, you've gotten real close with them. You don't want to let that go for nothing. Like, the what ifs are there. What if I just let this go because there's a few red flags, and like, that was a person I really liked and all this stuff. Like, you don't want to do it. So you stay. And that's why it's so hard. That's why relationships with narcissists, like, it's so much easier said than done to get out. Anyone watching on the outside looking in can be like, oh yeah, man, like, just get out of there. Like, look at all this stuff happening, man. Like, that's a red flag, bro. Like, just get out of there. It's easy to say that when you are the one that's not involved in it. It's easy for me to tell people that. It's easy for me to tell people that. But when you're the one involved, when you're the one that had the experiences with this person, it's not quite as easy to get yourself out of that situation. It's not that easy. You can do it. I'm not saying, oh, it's impossible, man. I'm not saying that. You can. And by some good advice, you probably should get out. But it's not necessarily easy, and it's going to be a process. It's not going to happen just, yeah, okay, I think I should. It's over, I'm out. Like, it's not going to happen that easy. But you can get out, and I just want you to know that you can get out. So, when you see some red flags, or maybe a few little things even before the relationship happens, you just, man, like, you're discouraged about it, you're down about it. You don't want to believe that they're like that. You want to believe they're going to be better, and they're going to even tell you that they're going to be better. They're going to admit they're not all there. They're going to probably admit to you that they have some issues and stuff like this, but I'm good and I'm going to be better. Don't even worry about it and stuff like this. I'm going to be better. So you're going to take that into consideration. Okay, like, this person might not be perfect, but yeah, they can get better. So you go along with it. You go along with their words. Big mistake. Big, big mistake. They're obviously going to make things seem better than it really is. They're obviously going to make things seem not as badly as they actually are. All to keep you trapped. All to keep you there in the relationship because it makes them feel good. And that's all they care about is them feeling good, and they don't care how they make you feel. It's irrelevant to them. If they make you feel like shit, that is irrelevant to them. They don't care. They don't care if they make you feel like shit. They don't care if they belittle you. They don't care if they bring you down to your fucking hands and knees in pain and agony. Oh, just get up. They don't care. They can't resonate with you. They can't feel what you feel. They don't care. They're just like fucking monsters, bro. They're emotionless, they don't care. However you feel, they don't care. They don't feel things about, like, how you feel. It don't matter. Sometimes they can even fake like they do. Sometimes they can act like they do. Sometimes they might come off that way. And even do things that might even feel like they're, okay, like she's being a pretty good nurturing girlfriend or something like this. Like, she's being pretty good. It's not, bro. It's not. It's an act. That was an act to keep you even more hooked, to keep you even more stuck. Because look at the other ugly behavior that comes out. If that was a woman who really, really loved you in a healthy way, they would never do something like that. They would never push those boundaries. They would never call you down the way that these narcs can call you down. They just wouldn't do it. So, how a relationship changes once you get into this relationship with a covert narcissist. How does it happen? You get into it, knowing damn well there might have been a few red flags prior, but okay. They'll be better later on. They'll be better, they'll get better, they'll get over this and stuff. They might not be perfect, but okay. First and foremost, that was their whole plan, to get you in the relationship and to make it seem like, they're going to get better. It's not that big of a deal. And then you get into the relationship. And this is where hell breaks loose. This is where you start to see, less than a month in, like, the craziest behavior from these people. And it's pretty late right now. That's why I'm yawning in this video. It's pretty fucking late right now. Like, I was just hot tubbing, come back in the house. So, yeah, that was the last thing I was supposed to do tonight. But yeah, it was a busy day. Couldn't get the videos done beforehand. So yeah. But anyway, less than a month into the relationship, guys, I'm telling you full well, you're gonna see the kind of ugly in them that you've never saw yet. They're red flags that you did see prior to even getting in the relationship, intensified by 3 to 5. That's a lot. That's a lot. If you see a red flag and that intensifies 3 to 5 times, that's a lot, guys. And you almost just feel stupid at this point. It's just like, you're just shaking your head. You just, what? Like, what do I even do? Like, what? Like, do you guys actually think a healthy partner would make you feel that way? Almost helpless? Like, that's your partner. That's the person you're with, right? And they're making you feel that way. Not even a month into the relationship. So, that is how a relationship changes with a narcissist. It changes because in the beginning it was a game. They play a game at first. They're not playing a game, guys. When they do the worst shit possible to you, that's not a game to them. That's who they are. That's what they're doing. That's what they prefer to do. That's what they want to do. That ain't no game. The game was, hi, I am me. I am great for you. I'm a great girlfriend. And all this crazy kind of stuff. That was the game. The game was to make you believe they're an amazing woman for you. They're good looking, right? They're charming, right? They're sweet, right? Sweet as anything. Feminine, happy, right there for you, nurturing, all these good qualities. That was the game. And do you want those qualities in a woman? Yeah. But that's not real qualities in a covert narcissist. A covert narcissist will pose having those qualities. All for you to get in a relationship with them, all for you to wife them up. And then you get tortured. You get tortured until the day you're no longer with them. Being with them is torture. Being with them is not freeing. Being with them is not healthy. It's daily torture. Like, even if they text you and say hello, it's torture. It's because of their energy. It's because of the energy they carry as to why it's that way. And you just don't want to be with a person like that, man. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be involved in that. It is hell. And that's their goal. Their goal is to take you to hell. So, that is how a relationship changes once you become official with a covert narcissist. It changes drastically. You go from being on these highs, the highs of the highs, this honeymoon phase. It's almost Disney World. It's just incredible. It's you, it's her. You're enjoying yourselves. It's all this stuff. Very, very good. Very good vibes. It feels that way. It feels real. And all of a sudden, a big gray, borderline black cloud comes over top of your head looming. And you just feel like you can't get that cloud away from you no matter what you do. You can't. And you know where that dark cloud comes from, guys? That comes from the covert narcissist. And it's going to rain. Unfortunately for you, unfortunately for me at one point in time, that rain does not stop until you get out. That rain will rain every day. The rain won't stop. And it's going to keep going, and it's going to keep going, and it's going to keep going until you're finally out. Because you were trapped by a covert narcissist. You were trapped by some psychopath that doesn't know how to function like a regular human being. They just acted and pretended like they could. And now you're a part of their agenda. You're a part of their dark world that they have created. They have love bombed you. They have absolutely love bombed you and terrorized you. So, clearly, and obviously, that's how a relationship changes with them. It becomes very violent in many different ways. The worst case is it gets physical. The worst case is, things get like that. And surprisingly, I have experienced that. Not a lot of people know that, but yeah. It's unreal. It's actually unreal. You can't even believe it yourself. It's just, you hear about those things happening, You hear about those things happening. You see things happening. You see true crime documentaries. You see things. You see terrible things. To be a part of it is something completely different that you probably never thought you would experience, but I'm telling you guys right now, you link with the wrong person and you're in over your head, and you will get done like that. There's evil people in this world. There's narcissists in this world. And videos like this is very important, not just coming from me, but from others who can spread really good messages like these, because these kinds of people are not to be with at all. They're fucking dangerous. They can get you in some serious trouble. They can harm your life very much so. They are masters at what they do. They are master manipulators. They have an agenda. They want to have their way. And at the end of the day, anybody could lie to anybody. They're just evil enough and sinister enough to actually go ahead and do those things and use a lot of their life to do it because they're that evil and sinister. It's not hard to lie to somebody. But good people ain't going to just, oh yeah, let me just use my life to lie to everyone. and be a complete fucking idiot. Like, what? We have a life of our own. Why would we want to be bad people and build distrust amongst others and be this complete menace? That's just terrible. That's what narcissists are. That's what narcissists do. That's the reputation narcissists will have. And they don't care. I've seen some of these individuals have to move places because they built such a bad reputation. And they probably should have, because they are fucked up. So this stuff is terrifying to deal with, man. This stuff is absolutely insane. And for anyone that's ever been through it, understand that I know how you feel. I understand how you feel. I understand it's absolutely insane. And the switch up in these relationships, man, it's real. It's fucking real. It's really real. And the switch up just happens like that. And all of a sudden you're a part of their agenda. And the only way and the only times they start to act even half decent is when they feel they're losing you and stuff like this. And they'll act good again for a little bit just to keep you still there, just to keep you still there, just to keep you still there. And if they feel like they're losing you too much and they can't get you back, they'll just drop you like you're nothing and go to somebody else just like this. I swear to God, guys, this is what they will do. They never cared about you the way you thought the whole time. That's the sad part, because you did feel that way towards them. But the way you felt towards them, it was towards a person who didn't even exist. It was your ideal vision of who they were, because how good things were in the beginning, and you thought they were a good person. You thought that that's who they were. Turns out it wasn't. Adjustment time. Time to think differently now. Time to let that go. Time to let that go and stop thinking that way. Because it wasn't shit. It was never anything. It was fake. It was false. Didn't exist. That's the thing. Stop sitting around thinking of those times, those good times, and oh, that's who they are, and I miss that person. Fucking forget about that person, man. They never were that person. The person that they pretended to be, to you, is a person that you fell for, that you will never see again for the rest of your human years. Because it never existed to begin with. Never did, and it never will. That is it. Basically a false human being. They're dead. You'll never see it again. So, switch that thing in your mind. It's time to stop thinking about that, because there's more life to live. There's way better things out here. There's way more things out here. That thing, whatever it was, never existed. So get that through your heads. And I tell you this with empathy. Get it through your heads, guys. Do yourselves a favor. Let that sink in fully, because if it doesn't, you're going to be sitting there wandering, thinking about that person you were with and thinking about those good times and stuff. And that's the most useless thing you could do. You're stuck up on something that didn't even exist, and they're just continuously living their life with this evil agenda, and they're doing whatever they want. And the whole time you're just thinking of that good person you were with, and it's just completely useless. So kill that version of them that existed, because it doesn't exist. Why would you not do that is the real question. And work hard, carry on with yourself, and kick ass in life, because As long as you can keep yourself up and stay disciplined and hardworking, then you will get the best life that God has in store for you, and these narcs will pay a heavy ass price for all the bad things they have done, and they will burn in hell. But anyways, guys, this is my take on how relationships with narcissists change once you become actually official. They feel like their mindset shifts. You guys do know that, right? The last thing. Their mindsets do shift. Once you become official, you are theirs now. He's mine, is how they think. I own him, is how they think. I can stop doing whatever I did at first now, because he's mine now. I can just be my evil self. Ha 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 ha. That's a great way to lose somebody, you fucking idiot. It's a great way to lose somebody. You don't stop who you were being that the person liked and then complain they don't like you no more. You're the one that faked your whole personality. And now you're complaining because someone don't like you no more because you're not even close to what you pretended to be like. Get the fuck out of here. That's what they do. They're fucking crazy. And they're not about that life. And they will drive you nuts. So don't let them. Carry on with yourselves and get the fuck up. And get after it in life. And that's it. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.